And we're live. I don't think we're late.
Maybe.
Yeah, Lester LeSabre and Buddy Carfano are on time. Colby Queso's on time. Hey, how you doing? There we go. I got a lot of emails.
Raw Dog changed his name.
Raw Dog is now Braden. That's Braden. He is Braden. That's now it's I can say Braden. It's pretty easy.
Welcome in, Mexican Spec.
Bruce Colchin. Oh.
Well, Lester LeSabre swooped in and got 4 points for being first. Everybody else who's made their comments so far, we already read all the names. You're all going to get 3 points for being here like on time. Crash Roadrunner Garage, you get it too. 3 points. I want to take a second to thank once again Lester LeSabre and Crash Roadrunner Garage for putting up some phenomenal donations to the channel, and they have helped tremendously with the project that we're currently working on. Is a 85 Bronco II. It's sort of like a off-road work pig thing for around the shop, and it needed a radiator really bad, and we got a really nice one, and it fits, and hopefully it's not going to leak or give us any trouble, because those engines really don't want to tolerate that. So yeah, it's wow, thank you. And a bunch of other people made smaller donations, and we really appreciate that.
Because they all add up, and it made it real nice to just go out and get the radiator we wanted.
Stray Bullet, Colby Queso, Mark Sauve are also here. Gearhead is here. Welcome to the stream.
So is Daniel Morrissey from Petaluma.
Thanks so much. We don't have any other. There's no Slant Daily Garage. Welcome in, Professor P.
Oh wow, he's here. Cool.
We don't have any outside donors, sponsors, anything like that. I mean, I think we put on a pretty professional show, and we take.
We're professional.
I think the quality of our show. Maybe we could do some more preparation. I think I need to practice more preparation for the shows, but I think the quality, and I think we are persistent. No, what's the word when you do the thing that you're supposed to do all the time?
Do the thing that we do.
Consistent.
Consistency.
We have very good consistency.
We both have black on tonight, except mine says Los Algodones.
Well, the black is so you can't see me. See, I just drift into the background here. But yeah, and I mean, I don't know, saying we deserve a sponsorship, but I mean, I think that I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm finding out that there's people who do their channels, they do everything, and like someone pays them to do it. It's like, well, shoot, that's wow. We're doing it all wrong.
See what Slant says, Slant Daily Garage. Says, oh, and Stray Bullet said, you guys see that Chevy pickup tow truck in the thumbnail? Yeah, I went and picked that thing out, and it was, I really liked that. And I was hoping that, what's his name? Ari. Ari's got a 60 Chevy, but not with a tow truck in the bed, but that's pretty cool.
Thanks, everyone who sent pictures and emails. How many we got?
We got pretty good a lot. Amount. We have a lot.
Buddy Carfano
and
bombed the chat or the email with some pictures, which we appreciate. He does that pretty regularly.
Kevin Smith's here.
A bunch of other people as well.
Man, this is going fast. I put some water with this. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, it's some kind of fruit punch.
Yeah, it looks like it's yellow, and then I put it in here. It was red.
It's the Great Value brand. Is that Food Lion or is that Hilltop?
No, it's.
We don't know where it's from.
It's from Walmart.
Walmart. Okay, there you go.
That's too expensive. The ones up the road.
Kevin Smith is here. Welcome in, Kevin, our moderator. Is that Larry's tow truck from Hot Wheels?
Oh, I have no idea which one. The one on the front looks cool, but it would make an absolutely horrible tow truck.
Oh,
yeah, it's like a tow bed that's put in the back of a pickup truck. It's the same thing like D Speed Shop did, where they put a tow unit in the back of a pickup.
Well,
So
yeah,
I
right.
guess maybe you didn't see it,
I didn't.
thumbnail,
I didn't even see the thumbnail for our show.
and I don't
I'm
have a.
so out of touch.
Can you fix the? I can't find it. You see where it is. Yeah, and then the cradle snatcher. Yeah, Mike N noticed that. I used to drive one of those right when they first came out, and one person was kind of a hassle because you had to walk around a lot. But with two people, you could hook that thing up in seconds, and it was the first. It was the first tow truck that really pulled a car by its wheels instead of by the bumper, or something where you're putting a lot of stress on the front of the car. So this is a pretty cool thing. It's made by a company called Vulcan, and I think they were in Canada. But that was a real cool truck when they came out.
Mama M3 of Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans says that they're working on Half Pint and listening. So I hope that we offer you some entertainment and you're able to make good progress. Give us an update. Let us know how it's going. Um, Braden says that Dollar Tree has good drink mixes. So maybe we should check
I should
there.
try there. Who said that?
Kevin Smith says Larry's tow truck from Hot Wheels had the designer's home phone number on it. All the kids in the world was calling him. Oops. Oops.
That's pretty funny.
Yikes. Olive is here. Welcome in. Highlight.
And I'm downloading. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention because
You're
I'm
doing
downloading.
great. It's the highlight of our week to be in the shop on Tuesday night. Tuesday.
In the shop.
No, not in the shop. In the studio. My mistake. Words. Make words, Kim. You can do it. Okay. Yes. In the studio, we're focused. Focus. We have our green screen, which allows us to do pictures and emails. We have the internet at our hand. I have nothing to tinker with except the stream. So hopefully I am more interactive. Sometimes when we're doing a Thursday or a Saturday stream, I get bored of sitting there staring at words and I go and I work on, we're supposed to get stuff done. I work on cars and trucks and vehicles and we make things happen in the shop, but we're not always as fancy visually for you. We try though. We have multiple cameras, we move things around, we try and show you what we're doing, but the pace is sort of slow, so it can be a little tedious. Watching someone actually work is like not as good as when like we can cut out all the boring stuff and just show you like a week's worth of all the best moments. I get that. I get that because I'll even fast forward through some of that. So, on other channels if they don't, keep it rolling. So I get it.
Look what we have here.
This is the best night.
Buddy Carfon.
It's an 1816B, and that's what the cage that we never had looks like.
The cage is supposed to look like. They took the cage off Kim's because they drove it around in a chicken coop or something.
Yeah.
And so we started to build a cage and haven't finished it, but we really should, just to protect
It looks
Kim.
flimsy. It's definitely not rollover protection. The piece we're making is rollover
like
resistant.
Tree falls on you or something, you'll be wishing you had that.
Yeah,
so we
that's
gotta
like
get that done.
a brush guard, not a rollover protection.
Rob's Rods and Streetcars here. Hello, how you doing?
But the old 1816 that we own is leaking a little, like it does.
It again?
Well, both of the pumps need resealed, and I did get the gaskets in, but the 1816 had to go back outside. So maybe this winter, the pumps, I'd say, I bet an hour and a half.
Need Crisco and a shoehorn to get out of that skid steer. Don't need Crisco because it leaks oil bad enough you get oily.
That's right.
And then you just get
you
out.
just slip right in and out.
Climb out the front and stand on the skid.
I'm pretty thin, but that is a tall cage, so I think
and have no fear.
Yeah. And you got to keep your elbows in because the cage is there. So you got to.
Did you see that? Have no fear.
Dougster, welcome in. Potato to you, sir. And
so
guys, make sure you check out Dougster Wolverine Garage on Monday nights. He is interesting and entertaining and has cool stuff. Check him out. I think most people know, but that's all right. I'm saying it again because he's our friend and he is here.
And Braden sent this in. Is this a utility vehicle? I guess it's a utility vehicle. I don't know.
Dexter says it's not leaking, it's marking its
It's
territory.
marking its territory.
Absolutely, a quad is a utility vehicle. Think of all the work that you'll get done with your quad, with your racing Yamaha quad. All kinds
These
of
are
work.
not very high resolution photos.
No,
So
they're not. Wow.
So
That's
I keep wanting to call him Raw Dog from all these years, but that's or all these months, whatever it is. This is Braden was Raw Dog, so now he's Braden.
Remember when the entire internet was just
Oh, there you go.
blurry reposted pictures?
That's not so blurry. That actually
It's
looks
not
like
a utility quad. Exactly.
that looks like fun.
Tater salad. Oh
It's not a
my.
utility quad. What's this?
That's a racing quad.
It's a racing quad.
You know it's not a utility quad because there's not a package tray on it. If you were going to
That looks like a
haul
toy.
something, yeah. If you were going to haul something or get some work
What
done,
is
you'd have
this?
a package tray, you'd have a basket, you'd have a
Well, at least a
thing,
hitch on the front, on
a
the back of it.
hitch, yeah. Something. That's just for zipping around, and
Oh, there, utility. That looks.
it's a utility sled. But you know what? So the utility in racing toys is that you need to get people excited about working on machines and about performance modifying machines, right? Because that's where innovation ultimately comes from, right? If you tell the race car drivers, okay, uh, you can only have such a size tank, and now they want to get the most laps out of that tank because every time they have to pit stop, they lose a bunch of ground on the car that's or the team that's ahead of them. Now fuel economy makes a big difference. Now NASCAR, that used to be a thing. I think NASCAR, they've made the rules so all the cars are so the same that innovation is stifled, but it doesn't matter because anything that gets people excited about machines, autos, cars, trucks, utility vehicles, something small and simple and fun like a mini bike that gets people into the hobby, it's probably good for everyone involved. And so, yeah, it's utility in that way.
Kevin Smith says
Fun.
Zipco gutter ads.
Zipco gutters. I've never had a Zipco gutter. Maybe someday I will. Thank you, Kevin Smith. You get 2 points for telling us about our ad. I didn't even know we were running ads. Darn it.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes they just come on. I think it has to do with when people come in and out. Sometimes it's not our schedule, it's their schedule.
The advertisements, they pay for the kilobits. We got 7,000 kilobits per second streaming out of here, filtering through and piping out to everyone who's watching.
What Dougster says.
Someone's got to pay for all that network, that cable, those routers, all those things. And so that's what the advertisers are doing with their Zipco gutter ads. If you can, what's it called when you buy from a sponsor? Darn it, words. Words.
Okay, let's see the chat here.
Okay.
Dougster says, got my truck back today. Bill was $310, 150 for the alignment. 2 new tires on the steer axle, mount and balance, $80. Reseal 2 rest tires,
$70.
$70. The alignment is spot on, beautiful. I'm happy. Well, good. That's really good.
If it's a shop that you trust and they want to charge you $300 for 2 tires and an alignment, that's the cost of doing business. So, and it's done. So, great to hear, Dougster.
And then Mexican Spec.
Closer to being ready for a trip.
Mexican Spec sent in this picture, professional car, which he says is utility. I suppose it is. A 54. 1954 Packard.
Well, this is more a fleet taxi and delivery vehicle.
That's a delivery vehicle?
I mean, here it's a delivery.
I'm just gonna show the pictures and people send stuff in. It's
beautiful, and I don't know. We could look at it again next week if we want because it's pretty cool. What is it?
I just said it's a 54 Packard.
I wish we had a picture of the back of it because it's
Well,
a pretty
just
cool
wait.
conversion. There it is. Wow.
That thing's huge. Carry a casket around. And I don't know. Look at that windshield. Look at the whole thing. I mean, that's quite a thing.
Putting in
Uh,
the dignified work
Here it
of
is.
taking people to their final resting place.
Here's the front seat.
Hearses, much respect for the
And
hearse.
there's the back portion of it.
You know, there's
Oh,
something about a hearse that.
And Mexican Six, it's Henny. Henny is one of the companies that converts. Used to convert.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Not at all.
And here you go, the big old flathead.
Was it a 6-volt?
Probably. It's 54. A few of the 12 volts came out like a 53, 4, 5, but most of it, 56 was the big year for.
I'm surprised
gold.
it's not converted.
Here's another one from Mexican Spec.
Boy, is that pretty. I like red.
What year is that? 56 Cadillac ambulance.
In resale red. Screaming down the street. Can you imagine that thing flying down the highway?
Hopefully
the big chrome bullets on the front.
Hopefully they don't have to stop.
Oh, I'm sure it stops. It's probably got big brakes on it.
What are they saying here, Kim? Let's see. Dougster. Then she came home and got the Dougster Deluxe wash. Yep. Dawn, a microfiber, and a bucket. Even polished the stainless tips.
Fantastic, Dougster. It feels good to get to do that. Make it, clean it up, make it ready to enjoy.
Mama M3 said, I had to get 2 new tires for my work van. 235/60/16. Cargo van, $332 just for tires, mountain balance.
I'm glad you're able to get them.
And Hippie Long's here. Good evening.
The cargo van are probably heavy duty, like truck tires or whatever. So, but yeah, they're a little more expensive. I don't know. I think Dougster scored on them tires. Honestly, $322. Yeah, $150 a tire. $160 a tire.
Kevin Smith says, I worked for a funeral home, washed cars in Michigan back in the 70s. It was creepy. This is back in meat wagon days. Throw the person in there and go like hell.
Yikes.
Well, now you get in the back of an ambulance. It's like a little.
It's kitted out.
It's a room,
Yeah,
back there.
yeah. It's a mini ER sort of facility. They got
there you
all
go.
the things. I think once you see someone pass away because you can't get there fast enough, that would be enough to make you like, I need some shelves. I need to get meds in here. I need to get bandages in here. And
What's
things
behind
like
my
that.
head? I don't. Oh, it's a microphone.
Yeah.
Look at the power. Look at the power brake. It's got two pivot points.
Well, that's because you got to stand on it when you stop that thing.
You want it to bend.
Why was it creepy?
Yeah, Dagmars. You can read Dougsters about Dagmars.
The term Dagmars on cars, the nickname came from a very voluptuous model named Dagmar. Okay. I don't know the Dagmar. That's cool.
You know what they're talking about?
Those are called bear pins that hold the casket. I knew that was something to keep things from rolling around.
Those right there on the front. Those bumpers, that was called Dagmars.
Oh, Dagmars! Oh, I remember we did have a Dagmar conversation before. Got it.
And this is
Dougster says the Goodyear set was $445. Wow. I've bought whole cars for $445 in the last couple of years. I guess they didn't have tires on them to be. I bought that white truck for the tires. It had 4 good truck tires on it. Like good truck tires on wheels. I was like, yeah, okay. I think I paid $9 for that truck. But I needed the bumper and the grill and the tires. And I thought the motor would run, but boy, was that.
I just ran out of pictures. I got to download more pictures.
Boy, was I wrong. That was 2 years ago prices. Like Now you can get them cheaper. The
Oh,
prices
yeah.
have, the crazy thing is the prices have come down. I don't need any more vehicles on the property. So like I see things and I'm like, man, if I needed a vehicle, that is like really
And this,
reasonable.
I
But
can't,
then
I
putting
can't,
tires on a car is
I can't zoom
crazy.
that, zoom it. I can't zoom
Somebody
that.
went to town with the blue paint on that
This,
motor. Yeah.
this is, Buddy Carfana sent this in.
Patrick Sullivan asked if everyone are mods now. You know what? It's just one of those nights where
It's one of
everybody
those
showed
nights where
up
the
at the
mods
early
showed up.
shift.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's going to happen is in an hour, everybody's going to be done and we're going to be
We're gonna bail.
modless.
Modless.
Patrick Sullivan is here. He had a mom tech call. Uh-oh.
Kevin Smith is back
Has she
at
tried turning it off and back on again, Patrick?
Kevin Smith says, back in 72, a hearse ambulance picked me up after my accident. I thought I was already a goner. Yeah.
Bruce
Okay.
Colgin says he's got an iScrap application advertisements. I don't know what iScrap is, but you get 2 points thanks to the advertiser. Anybody who gets advertisements, if you want to call them out, we award you 2 points for calling them out, even if we don't see it. That's a way to pick up points if you are not a YouTube subscriber. And the points, look, I don't got a spreadsheet. I don't use a database for it. I award the points. You keep track of your points. It's simple. It's just your points. You don't have to worry about nobody else's points. Just keep track. As I award them, you tally them up. Someday they'll be useful. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Remember when Bitcoin, you couldn't even buy a pizza with 20 Bitcoin? Now they're worth like $1 billion a piece. You know? Like you never know. Just keep track of them, right? And but it's just for fun. It's just for fun. There's no cash value to the Kim coin, the Del Campo coin, but you know that's how it starts. That's how
Tanya
it
Morrissey
starts.
says whatever.
Whatever.
I don't know. Kerosene cucumbers. Hi, everyone. Hello. Okay, out
Tonight
here.
we're doing utility vehicles was the whole thing. We had talked about doing fleet and taxi and delivery vehicles, and I think we're overlapping a
I
lot.
don't know. We'll just
But
do what we do.
we like to show cool pictures, and it gives us conversation. It entertains your eyes, and so whatever comes up, he's going to probably look at tonight, and that's okay.
Okay.
But that's why we're showing these pictures. What do I need to do?
I should zoom that in a little bit. That was a lot.
Well, this is from leftover. I'll fix it.
You'll fix it? Okay.
Yeah.
She has a way of fixing this.
I can make things bigger and
Okay,
smaller.
now, these things, I don't know about this brand, but just like this is like the modern Jeep out on the flight line when we used to go out and service airplanes and stuff. These are the vehicles we use. You throw a toolbox in the back. One or two of us could go out there, had a little trailer hitch on it. We could tow dolly out there with anything behind it. Anyway, we use these a lot on the flight line in Arizona. So I thought they were pretty cool. Let's see what else Buddy Carfano sent in. That's a Buddy Carfano picture, by the way. Here's a John Deere version of it. Of course, I can't get it in there because Kim isn't here, so I can't make it happen.
Uh-oh, I'm coming right back.
I'm having trouble. I can't operate her side, and she's.
You can.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
You can. That's okay. I got it here. I got it. Boom. Oh.
I made it terribly small. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so that's
move it around.
That's a John Deere version of a little utility vehicle like that. That's a Buddy Carfano picture. Buddy Carfano sent in a lot. I'm going to grab another one of his and then go back to him. Oh, what is this? I don't even know what this thing is. I don't even know what it is. What the heck? Oh, it's a Navarro electric side-by-side, 300 horsepower. 300 horsepower? That looks like you get hurt in it.
300.
Okay, I'm going to download some pictures from others. I've got a lot, so many. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, somebody that didn't put their...
If you want to send pictures of your project, what you were working on, something around your house, maybe if you have a utility vehicle, something cool,
I think this is Mark
send it to
Sauvé.
us at buffdelcampo@gmail.com.
I think these pictures are from Mark Sauvé, but I'm not sure because he
If these
put
are
his...
your picture, you tell us.
You gotta put your... You can't put your... You gotta put your real...
Please include your username, your screen name, because we don't always know.
Is this it? Oh, that's huge.
Oh, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Kim is the engineer here, studio engineer.
Yeah, okay, so
tonight.
this is from Mark Sauvé.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that looks cool.
What
What is that engine? Oh, I need some help making that smaller, Kim. I think.
No, because that's the picture.
That's the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. Look at the front wheels. Tricycles. The back wheels look substantial. The front wheels look like tricycle wheels. Man, I like it, though. Man, I want one of those. I don't think I'll fit in it.
Yeah, how are you going to get in and out of that? Kevin Smith sent pictures of his power chair, tractor tires. It's a fake engine, says Hippie Long. But what makes it go? Has it just got an electric motor? Probably just has an electric motor. Everything's electric
Oh,
now.
I can't. Maybe I'll have to bring the whole thing up here. I don't want to do this.
I can just find a Dagmar picture. I'll find a Dagmar
here,
picture.
maybe I can make this happen.
Okay. It's just, it's too big to fit on his screen, so he doesn't know what to do with it. Can you change your zoom?
Just hang on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think I...
Trike wheels have a limited speed, FYI. I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, don't go real fast.
They probably have a weight limit, too. Tot rod. It's meant for a kid. Yeah. Boy.
Okay, so here's the picture.
I think it's a drill.
Who sent it in? Who sent it in? I don't remember who sent it in. Dagmar. That's Dagmar.
I see.
So then they named the car bumpers after
She
her.
was very pretty.
Who sent that in?
Dagmars are pointy year-round. Yes, and they're pointier in the wintertime when it's cold.
Gearhead sent that in.
Thank you, Gearhead, for sending us a picture for clarification. And I will give you 2 points because it came up as a thing and I didn't Google it and you sent it in. So thank you.
I'm downloading a bunch of pictures. Holy Dagmar, Batman.
Braden says his power chair has 2 fire extinguishers. I think it's for propulsion. I don't think fire extinguishers really have much thrust. I think you'd be sadly disappointed.
Kerosene cucumbers. Buff, have you ever seen airplane starting system use something similar to shotgun shells? They put them in. I haven't personally, but I've seen it on. Man, there was a movie. What was the movie where the Flight of the Phoenix? I think they started those engines that way. But there's also a canister that looks something like an oil filter and like a big oil filter. They put that on it, burns, and it turns an air starter. And those things would make a lot of smoke. But they start engines without a external power. Okay, more from Mexican Spec. That is a 60. Oh, it is. It's a 63 Eureka. And I remember things like that when I was a kid.
That car's
Yeah, that's right. Hippie
huge.
Long says radials used. Yeah, big old. No, they don't have the. No, it's a shotgun shell, but it's just uses it for the power. That's a different 63. What's this one? 63. It says limo style. I don't know. I noticed that the tailgate was different. It has Florida license plates, and the window in the back is completely different. Yeah, that's in pretty good shape. It's an old 390 Cadillac, probably. Oh, look at this guy. That's a 66. 66 is one of my favorite Cadillacs. I don't know why. It's something about the headlights that got that little strip in the middle with, it's a painted strip in there. It just looks kind of cool that they put that little detail in there. I kind of like it.
I kind of like the silver hearse. I don't think they all have to be black. Boy, that'd be a lot cooler in the summertime too. Last thing you want is a hearse that's hot. Oh, there's a robot dog. Someone
What
mentioned
the heck is that?
what? The robot dog with the gun
No,
on
the
it?
thing with the thing with the
That's
tricycle.
Grind Hard Plumbing. Just recently, and they're still. I think it's still sort of in the prototype stage. Is that trike with the giant wheel and you ride inside of it? It's craziness. It's insanity. You know what? There was a video game that was. There's been a couple like not real things, but they are designing it for real. And I've seen them. They put together a lot of stuff like that is wacky. There's a bicycle picture of a bicycle here somewhere that they did,
Oh yeah, there's a few more
like a
here from
motorcycle.
Mexican
See this
Spec.
motorcycle they made with these giant wheels? It's the
Oh geez.
same YouTube channel. If you guys have never seen Grind Hard Plumbing, you should have them in your subscriptions because they
Really,
really
I
are.
don't even.
They're really interesting.
I haven't done that.
They show you the build and they work out all the problems. They made that little jet boat. They're really interesting.
This
Channel.
looks like a 59.
Wacky stuff.
Oh yeah, look at the tail fins.
Oh, they can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No, that's
showing
okay.
pictures. I
You're
gotta go.
looking.
I gotta go back
You do got to go back.
because we're missing them. I'm going. There's a 59. This is one the Mexican Spec sent in, and then the
Thank you,
back,
Mexican Spec.
and then the back is the you can see the 59 tail fins look like rockets. I remember I was 5 years old in 59, and I remember these things. I just thought all the Cadillacs. I thought that was just the slickest thing ever. Those big rocket fins on the back. I look at it now, it's kind of like, it looks a little silly, but I still kind of like it. Okay, I think there's more here. Yeah, there's the inside of it.
Hippie
It
Long
is
says
pretty nice.
people are just dying to see the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are dying to get a ride in that car.
Hippie Long, need 3 girlfriends to wash it. So, were you able to keep any girlfriends around? You have them washing your cars? Oh man. Okay, more. I got to come over here, Kim. You got to pay attention to the chat or something.
I am paying attention.
Okay,
I'm trying to read it all.
Because I want to read the chat and I want to do this and I can't do both. So
Not
I'm
many
sorry.
of those 59s left. No, because those cars work. Like those cars have to deliver. Like they do their duty for constantly. But usually the people who own these cars, the reason that they do last is because they take really good care of them. But like they go out in all the weather, rain, shine, salt, snow. Like I mean, it has to be pretty bad to delay putting someone to rest. So, like I know up north, these cars they get eaten up by the salt. They wash them and they take good care of them. And most places keep these cars in really good service because the last thing you want to do is break down. Like I mean, that's just not what happens. So you look after them. But they wear out. At some point, the hinges start to go bad, engine problems, transmission problems. It gets to be problems and you don't want that. So people upgrade, they want something nice and dignified, and the new model comes out and they're looking for something fresh.
What is this? Kevin Smith says I did die 3 times pronounced. And I knew a guy in Iraq. They thought he was dead, and they threw him in the back of a truck, and he's yelling at him, "Hey, I'm alive! I'm alive!" And they take him out of the body bag. And
That's
I
terrifying.
worked with it. I worked with the guy. He was shot up pretty badly, but when I met him, that was all in his past. By the time I met him,
Dougster said the shotgun start is common on old tractors. They're pretty old. And heavy equipment, usually a 12 gauge shell. First example
yep.
I encountered as a teenager was a dozer. I've seen it. I've seen a YouTube thing where someone goes through the process of starting it with a thing. But I've never seen it in person. I've never seen it. I've never even seen a machine that takes that or seen it done. Those are pretty old machines. I can imagine with like a heavy piece of equipment that doesn't have a pony motor, that a shotgun shell would give it a pretty good wallop to get it going. Can you imagine every morning having to go out and start up your vehicle like that? I'm glad they found some better ways to do it. But the other thing though is a box of shells has a pretty good shelf life. So you don't have to worry about your battery dying because it's been sitting too long. So there could be some advantages to something that was off-road or special. That's a big machine. Those machines are so powerful.
It's
It's
another one.
amazing watching them work.
Raw Dog sent this. Yeah, that's a super backhoe. That's an excavator. Man, would you like to have that? Kevin Smith has a lot of stuff here that it's true what they say. You see a golden light when you pass. Ask how I know. Still recall our pastor praying over me when I was 11 years old. Pastor helped you.
It worked. You're still here.
Buff, were the old radios 24 volt? I have been around so few of those airplanes, I don't know. Um, Everything newer that I worked on was 24. It's 20, what they call 2428. It's 24 volt batteries, but it charges at 28, just like a 12 volt battery charges somewhere around 14 volts. So they call them 2428. And we worked on a lot of that stuff. Some of the stuff was, it didn't care if it was 28 volts, like the starter and so forth, but some stuff had to be regulated at 24 volts. So they have 24 volt regulators. And then they have 12 volt regulators. Yeah. So, no, I never worked on any of the old radios. Butler Equipment ad.
Gearhead, you get 2 points. And Kevin Smith got an RLS plumbing parts ad. That does seem very appropriate that you guys are getting equipment and parts and repair. And I think that's a lot of the kind of people who maybe retired people who are watching. So yeah, the algorithm knows what to tell you about. Thank you to our advertisers. They pay for all the kilobits, 7,000 of them. And we couldn't do it without advertisers because if I had to pay for all those kilobits, we'd be out of business. So, thanks to our viewers and our advertisers. Kim, batteries were rare in World War II. Lots by the end of it, though. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess a lot of vehicles have crank start, but on a big horsepower vehicle, you can't really crank start. So yeah, I can understand where the
What,
whole
what if you need a background check to get shotgun shells to start it?
yes.
It's not ammo. It's just a pressure device.
Well, I don't think they have any projectile
No.
built into them. It's just a powder charge. So yes,
Kevin Smith, that's why I'm in a power chair. I'm a miracle. Wow. For a long time, huh?
I'm
Well,
glad you're here.
Stray Bullet says almost there. All airplanes are 24 volts. Yeah, I don't know when they started 24 volts. I don't know, late 70s through the 80s, somewhere in there. Everything kind of changed from to 20 to 24, 28 systems. I like Gold Rush. I wish I could go gold mining. That's what Braden says.
You know what? Those shows make it look so like really exciting. Gold mining is hard work. Hard work. That's why gold's so valuable because it ain't easy to get more.
So I'm going to move on. Braden sent this. Braden sent a lot of pictures tonight. Um, oh, wouldn't you like to have that? That's what we used to load everything into my shop when we brought it up here from Arizona, like the brake and the shear and all that stuff. We put straps around it, hooked onto that, and just moved it into the shop and set it down.
Yeah,
We
them things
rented
are
it.
so
We
useful.
rented it. It was $400 a day. It was worth
Yeah,
every bit of it. We couldn't have unloaded it, you know. So
yeah.
400 bucks. We had it done in like 2 hours.
That's a utility machine that knows how to do work. Do work. Because you can extend them way out. You can boom things up way high up onto roofs and things like that. Kevin, you're not being a killjoy. You're just telling your experience. The afterlife is here. The afterlife is now. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. None of us made it. We're already there.
Who else? I just came in when I was not. I looked up and somebody was here. I missed it.
Telehandler. Yeah. What's that?
Oh, somebody came in. I looked up and it's already scrolled all the
Came
way
in?
past.
Who?
I don't remember. Let's go back a little bit. It'd be long. Oh, Rabbit Transit.
Oh, welcome in, Rabbit
Okay.
Transit.
Okay, let's scroll back down. Okay. So I knew I saw somebody come in, but I've been looking all over the place. Yeah, these things are
There's a
big.
bunch of them there. Those are
If you
those.
gotta
Look how little that guy is in the back.
if you
That
gotta
tire is
if you gotta
taller than a
climb a
man,
ladder to get to the inside of the truck, you know,
right?
it's a big
That's
truck.
a that's a
I'd
that's a
I'd love to
vehicle.
I'd love to drive one of these
These are
ones.
not even the biggest mining trucks. Off-road mining equipment is big toys. Big
Tim, what is
toys.
that?
I
I don't
don't
know what
know.
brand
Some
it
kind
is.
of bobcat, probably.
It's pretty nice because it's got tracks on it.
The tracks are good in mud, because they pull
Oh, there's a
way
Bobcat.
better than oh, it's a bobcat. Yeah.
Oh, it's a different one, different picture.
Okay. Because they pull and they don't bind up too bad. They just tend to be self-clearing, like they squeeze the goop out, and they will make you go in some pretty awful stuff. But you don't want to run your tracks on hard surfaces because they get beat up really bad really fast. So there's a time and a place for a track machine. My machine would be. Oh, and the other thing is the tracks, because they're like kind of triangular, they usually have a much wider base, so they have more lifting without
Oh,
tipping.
without tipping that thing over.
Yeah, because they throw the wheels way out, uh, in front, back,
Oh
whatever.
man, I have a
Boy,
hard
that
time
is a big loader.
having a hard time with my throat. That looks like the thing articulates in the middle. Is that what that is down
Yes,
there? Yeah.
yes,
That's
the
how it
whole.
steers. The whole thing
Yeah,
bends in the middle.
yeah. The wheels don't turn, the whole thing turns, and that makes it easier to maneuver that bucket. I think
Oh, look at this dude.
that is some type of road
That's a paving
grader.
machine or something. Grader?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be a grader or some kind of paving machine. Mm,
So
another
Braden, why don't you get a
another
job doing
loader.
this kind of stuff?
And that is
Wow,
property
30.
of Wyoming Machinery. We probably should not be
You know, we
putting
should
up
probably
copyrighted.
copyrighted stuff.
No.
And 38 Racing's here. Ray, how you doing? Hey, we're gonna see you in a little over a week. I hope. Mr. 59 Chevy. Look at that thing. That's pretty cool looking.
Gearhead and Stray Bullet call say there it's a scraper.
Look at the
You guys each get a point for typing in the name so
look
that
at
I could not sound foolish.
where the all the hydraulic lines go and everything, Kim.
Yeah.
And there are flex lines back at the back
Yeah.
where the pivot is and everything. And then it's got that cover over the front, the door, so you don't get smacked with stuff.
Oh
That's a
no.
pretty nice machine, isn't it?
That looks like it's not a ride-on machine. That's like you stand up behind it and actuate the controls. See how it has the
Oh, you
joysticks
think
up
so?
top?
What's
See the joysticks
yeah, but
up?
what's this for right here? This
Um,
screen for there.
radiator?
Could be, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. That's for air through the radiator. It's like the grill, right? And
What is that?
those are useful machines. They're smaller, um, but obviously they lower capability. But for like when you're in tight spaces, like doing like landscape work and stuff like that, they can be super super useful. Because lifting is tough. It's hard
Kevin
work.
Smith says, I'm saving my travels for the Akron, Ohio Model Car Show in October 11th. Hey, get some pictures. Try to get a bunch of pictures.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kevin, that sounds
38
like fun.
Racing
We'll
said he
do,
sent a bunch of pictures. Okay, I'm loaded up here
Kevin,
with pictures.
if you get pictures of the Ohio Model Car Show, um, like we'll do a whole night on model cars and highlight the stuff that you do if you want.
I,
I Kevin, the other thing is if that's not like really in the cards, then just really enjoy yourself because that sounds like a lot of fun. This here is a see the blades there.
mm-hmm.
You know what it's
Yes.
for?
I don't know. We're crushing up something. I don't know what it's for.
Yeah, it's for like chopping up pavement.
Ah, and then I think this is. Oh no, there's more. That'd be a nice machine to have.
That
I'm not going to see you using that. You'd be
that's for
using that.
cutting roads. Dozer. When I was younger, I didn't know the difference between a dozer and a loader. Do you know what the difference between a
Yeah,
dozer and a loader is?
yeah.
What?
Well, one has a blade that pushes, and the other's got a scoop that loads, right? Like yours is a loader.
So, a loader, the big difference in usefulness is a loader obviously has a bucket that can gather things up, but a dozer you can articulate the front end side to side so you can
Oh,
cut grade, right? Because if you're on a hillside with a loader, you can just scrape. But with a dozer, the blade you can control both sides of the blade. So you put what the high side of the blade down and you can cut grade. So you can make a flat road off a hillside. That's the power of the dozer.
and this is from Mark Sauvé.
What's the story on it? What's it say about it?
Let me get back to the
That's a beautiful
man. If
car.
I'm sorry, everybody, I am loaded up with emails. I can only go so fast here, but I'm getting them.
Is anybody rushing you?
Okay. Well, I know they think I'm not getting to them, but I'll get to them. Uh,
No
this
one
is
said that.
this was well, I don't know. I feel rushed. Maybe it's
Well,
just me.
it's just you.
There, this was a car that was built for a Canadian magazine called Northern Wheels and put up for someone to win. A local guy here acquired it a few years later. It was called Billet. What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Billet Bel Air. That's what it was
It
called.
says that right there on
Oh,
the
okay.
in Word. Billet Bel Air. So it was a giveaway car. That's awesome.
Pit Snipes here. I don't know if you said that.
Dougser says an asphalt mill. Yeah, it was a skid loader with an asphalt mill on it. So that would be for like the margins. The little spot in the corner that they couldn't get with the main 12-foot wide one, they bring in that and they can work like driveways and other little places quickly with lots of maneuverability. And that's a big money attachment. It probably takes a huge amount of hydraulic flow to run a heavy piece of equipment like that. Like my skid loader does not have auxiliary hydraulics, so I can't run any extra stuff with it.
This is from Colleen Tebow, Mom M3. What is it?
It looks like where the brake master sits. What's the question with it? Is there
Had to make a custom plate for the clutch slave cylinder on half pint.
clutch? Okay. Nice work. Those are the things that take time. Tedious little things like, oh man, this needs to bracket here and there, and
There he goes. Take a breath. Take a breath there, pup.
yeah, like we got
Okay,
hours.
okay.
So we could do this. We'll get this place.
Okay.
We'll get this together. There it goes.
Well, I'm like,
Kevin says my Astro van model will be on YouTube after Missouri show in a couple weeks. It's a custom airbrush Astro van. That's awesome. I look forward to seeing it. If he's not careful, he gets in the next. He starts flashing through the pictures. He's just trying to get to the end because he sees there's so much.
Hey, Luis is here. Somebody's asking you about you last week. So I don't know if you were here or not, but anyway, good to see you.
Good to
Glad
see
you're
you,
here.
Luis.
Watching Rugrats Go Wild. Okay, so here we
Again! How many times have you seen that, Luis? How many times have you watched that movie?
This is from 38 Racing. This looks like the bathtub
Is
races.
it like a soapbox derby? Bathtub? What, do they got to push it?
Well, bathtubs are heavy. You go downhill on one of those.
Yeah, cast iron bathtub like that. Two men can barely lift
You
it.
pick up speed, man.
Oh, that'd be scary. That doesn't even look like it has brakes. I don't even think that has brakes. How would you get a brake? Well, I guess they drilled a hole. Oh, no, there's already a hole there. That's why they put the... That's crazy. What a contraption.
What is this place has hamburgers? That looks pretty cool.
Dougster says he's having flashbacks to the asphalt company. I never worked for an asphalt company, but I saw a lot of construction. Doing land surveying, we were on big job sites constantly. So and marking out highway work and lots of heavy commercial construction. So we saw all the machines, which was super cool. I got to learn stuff that, like, I knew the basics, but I mean, I got to learn all kinds of stuff. And then sometimes we'd see the newest stuff that nobody ever had, and they would tell us about it. When your company invests in this giant, new, complicated piece of machinery, like, you're so excited, you tell everybody about, like, all the specs and everything, horsepower and all the numbers. It's pretty amazing.
Where is it? Bath on the go.
Here?
Bath on the go, yeah. This is how you get your kid to take a bath. Fill that thing up with water. Oh, man.
Tavo's here. Welcome in.
That's pretty cool. Can you imagine this? A bunch of kids and that thing. That's just got to be a fun thing,
Just like, no, not just like Power Wheels. Power Wheels is plastic factory made thing, which would be exciting. As a kid, I mean, who didn't want the Power Wheels Jeep or a Power Wheels, I don't know, Escalade or whatever? But like, this is what the thing your grandpa pulls out and it's like, we're going to the bathtub races. And you're like, what? And then look at these kids. They're like, what is this? This is not their dream. It's just the thing that the adults pushed upon them this week. And they're like, what? Like, the Shriners are like, yeah, we got the bathtub races. And you're like, what? But hey, it's fun. It's something that, well, what is this?
This is from Tavo. Something from down under.
That is unusual front end for a tow truck.
That's real low to the ground. I like that. Does it say smash repairs? Baga towing. Man, is that cool looking? That's a car. Only it's not. It's like a ute. Man, I like that thing.
Josh Oman is here. Good evening to one and all, he says. Welcome in. Welcome in.
And what is that? Something else from down under.
It started every race with 8 inches of water in it. What? 38 Racing says flat ground only.
This is also from Tavo.
Oh, it's a Volkswagen.
That is really cool. That's like better than any Volkswagen I ever seen.
Is it?
I like that. That's better than what did they call those things up here? The old Kuba wagon, the Volkswagen thing. Yeah, I like this thing. Josh says, yes, Smash Repairs is their version of collision service. Okay, that's a Smash Repair. That's pretty cool. Hey, yeah, that's Smash Repair. That's what we need to do, Smash Repairs. It says, I was a king of Power Wheels when I was when I had kids, free aviation battery cells from work stacked onto 15-volt cells instead of 12. Had to put belts around the rear wheels to save them.
Wow. I mean, you don't want your kid going too fast.
Look at this.
That's a nice little utility vehicle. I don't
Looks
know.
like a kid or something. What is this, Tavo?
I mean, it doesn't even
Oh,
look
maybe
like a
he
kid.
maybe
It
even
looks like a
said
real car.
maybe I should read his email. Um,
Look, it's even got a crank out the back for starting. You see that?
yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. 2 Holden 1-tonner light trucks converted to tow trucks. These were very popular in the 80s and 90s here in New Zealand. Man, I like that. Then we have a special one that's a Mexican spec. The one that Mexican spec might like. An Australia only model, the VW Country Buggy. Though in later years it was discontinued here, and tooling was sent to the Philippines, where it was known as the Sakbayan. Man, that's this thing. And they quit producing them there. They started producing them in the Philippines. That looks like something you'd have in the Philippines. But I sort of like to have that here.
That's pretty wild.
I'd love to have that. Except I want to drive from the other side, but I don't know. I guess I get used to that. Man, I'm going to go back and look at that again. That is slick.
I don't know how useful it would be to us, but it's cool. And then in the
To run
summer,
up to the store or something, that'd be great.
I mean, we got enough vehicles, but
It's got a license
pretty
plate
cool.
on it. I can just drive it up
it
there.
does. That's the wild thing. That's a
Australian
road vehicle.
Australian license plate. Nobody'd stop you. They wouldn't know what to do. You're up there driving on the wrong side of the road. Australian license plate. The cops are going, yeah, go stop somebody else. So I don't have to mess with this.
Gearhead says Drew Barrymore drove one in 51st
Oh,
states. Is that the car?
Look at
That's
this. Royd Korsmeyer. Welcome. Used to see them on Pismo Beach. You remember? Royd Korsmeyer. Man, I showed a picture earlier. Royd, I don't know how long you've been here. I gotta take this down and show you the picture I started with. There's the picture I started with. I was telling you, it takes 2 people to operate one of these quickly. Royd is the guy that I used to work with on one of these. I can't believe you're here. That's cool.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, Royd and I lived in the same house, and his brother was there, and I was there, and we all worked for tow companies. Like all these tow trucks sitting out there. But a lot of times I rode with Royd in this thing, and 2 of us get out, then you don't have to keep going around the truck. You just, man, you can hook up in seconds. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So what did Royd say? I forget what he said. Oh yeah, I used to see those things in Pismo Beach. Okay, I'll get back to the picture show.
Pitt says he got his Dakota fixed. Woohoo! Pitt's been asking us about suggestions.
Friggin' loose injector connectors.
That would do it.
That
And the distributor indexing is way touchier than any manual ever indicated. I will keep that.
Isn't that
in mind.
amazing? You got some electronic gizmo like that, and you finally get it. It just feels so good.
I'm really glad to hear you got it going, because you were asking a million questions, and it was like, oh, he's struggling. I could tell you were struggling. You would pumps and filters and injectors, and it's great to hear you got it going.
Okay, 38 Racing says, Buff, who's your CB friend? Boat Anchor? Yeah, Boat Anchor's a guy that comes in here. So I don't know him in person, but I know him from being in here. I bought a radio from him. It seems okay. I got to put it in like probably tomorrow. Let's see. The other person that I know a lot online is 390 Wagon Master, and and I actually know him. He does lives sometimes. I think he doesn't do them in the summer because he does other things with the family. But he has a YouTube channel, 390 Wagon Master, and that's all CP stuff. So those 2 guys, and we all sort of know each other. Royd says, yeah, we had that second one on the West Coast. Stray Bullet, are you excited? I'm excited. Hi, Royd. Yeah, Cradle Snatcher. It sniped. It was killing me. Yeah, and you got it finally. 38. I uncovered about 10 old CBs this last weekend. And we're gonna come into No Name Nationals on Channel 11. That's the plan. Oh, the other person that's a CB person in here is oh, I can't think of names. The guy that came here, drove your truck.
Oh, RC Industries.
RC Industries. RC Industries. He decided Channel 11, so we're all going to come rolling in there. Anybody on CBs that's coming in and No Name Nationals will be on Channel 11. So, yeah, bring a couple of them. Let's see here. Yeah, Mexican Specs says Danny and Mark. Hippie Long. Royd, I was in Pismo a few months ago. Yeah, Royd and I used to drive tow trucks down there. Royd ended up moving up to Oregon or Washington or somewhere up that direction, and he's drove truck for years, and then now he's probably retired. I don't know for sure, but Royd's 2 or 3 years older than me, so he's probably not driving tow truck anymore. Although he may be. 38, one does and one
Hippie
just
Long
leaves.
said something. I need a tour of California. I've never been that far out west, although I was in Portland for 2 months helping a friend move. So that's as close as I've been to California.
Who says this?
Hippie Long.
Hippie Long.
It's gone now.
This year
Scrolled
has
away.
been cooler. Well, he's in California now. He lives there. He lives in Fresno or right near there.
Dougster's going to try and bring his dad's old Lafayette radio.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Lafayette made CB radios and shortwave radios, all kinds of stuff like that. Yep.
And they're talking about the weather.
Man, yeah, we're gonna have No Name Nationals, drag racing, and CB radios. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Oh man. Uh, Braden says, anyone still got an old scanner that works like a police scanner that I'll tell you. You know what? I've got a couple of police scanners, and I'm gonna put one in my car. And I got a new antenna for it, but the issue with the police scanners is a lot of that stuff now is it's encrypted. So there's still some police departments run wide open analog stuff. So I always laugh. Like one of my favorite police scanners. I turn it on. The only thing I listen to is the garbage dump up here when they come in. They pick up the glass and they pick up the plastics, and I can hear all that going on. It's kind of not exciting anymore. And then, of course, the river goes by here, so you can pick up the marine traffic when they're pushing the barges around and things. But it's not like it used to be with the listening to the listen to police. And I bet you the tow trucks are probably all using cell phones now. Kim, do you still have a place for the turbo carb setup from the 78 B6?
No,
Oh.
that's an interesting question. I'm not sure how I would be able to adapt it. I remember looking at something at that equipment quite some time ago, and it was really valuable, expensive, and I would have had to adapt it anyways. We have the stuff to turbo a slant 6, and I don't think that would help with that. But we have 2 slant 6s. It's turbo stuff, not supercharger stuff, Ray? I don't know. I'm not sure how we would use it.
I want to read this, but it's scrolling by. Tavo says, so these Holden tow trucks were built from what was car-based 1-ton truck variation on the Ute. That's really interesting. Beefed up rear end. Most ran the 308 V8, which is the small GM V8 that we didn't get. Some a 350 Chevy, which was the one we did get. So, down under they had the 308 V8, which looks a little different. It looks like a General Motors engine. It just looks like their work, but Straight Bullet says, I have an old scanner. Royd says, yeah, I retired from Safeway as a driver for 25 years. Wow, because I know you did tow trucks and everything when you're in Central California, and then I thought you were driving trucks, and I didn't know who you were driving for. Safeway. Rolls Royce grill. Oh, I think that's a what's the name of that car? You're gonna have to top. Oh, Tao's already got it. Holden Statesman front end. Yeah, that's a Statesman front end. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, we're near a river. The Cumberland River is not too far from here.
It
I mean,
wraps all around
I'm
Clarksville.
I'm not right here by the river, but if we drive
I
up
mean,
the
it's not
road
that
away,
far.
we drive up the road a ways, and right at the south end of Clarksville, there's a park there. You can drive in, you're right on the river, and the old downtown Clarksville, you can just oversee the river and the last train to Clarksville Bridge and whatever's going on down there, the barges and whatever they're moving around. But the river isn't actually right here.
I gotta go cough. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
You're gonna
hack a
leave?
lung up for a second. Yeah, but I'll be right back.
You'll be right back. Okay. Royal Pain Towing. What's that? Eaton M90. Kevin, that would be cool model. Yeah, isn't that nice? I really like that. I had no idea. It's kind of like an El Camino in the U.S., but it was a Ute down there, and then they made a 1-ton version of it. That's amazing. Be like an El Camino here, and they make a 1-ton version of it. Man, I like that thing. Louis says, also, I see a rare deleted scene from Rugrats. Okay. I used to run CB rework to get 480 channels, 500-watt kicker. Yeah. I know how that kind of stuff is. Yeah, we've got CBs that run something other than 40 channels. Well, I remember you worked, was it you? No, your brother worked for the guy that had the red trucks. And that's all he ran was CBs that were like 100 kilohertz under or something. It was, I mean, he just used them like that. Uh, and those were his radios. I used to think it was pretty funny. Says, did you? Oh, this is Braden. Says, you hear that Long Beach, California, both shipping sites, cargoes filling. Yeah, they had a big spill. They had a big spill. You want to know more about that? Man, I'm trying to think of the channel. Geez, I can't think of it off the top of my head. What's going on with shipping? If you want to know what's going on with shipping in the world, what's going on with shipping? That guy covers everything. It's everything going on with shipping, and man, he was all over that this morning. Pitt says, "Well, folks, it was good seeing you, but I got to go fix my Huskers. They only won by 68 points this past Saturday." All right, okay, well, take care. Thanks for being here. And Kevin Smith got Google ads. Google ads, Kevin Smith. 2 points. Mexican spec. Those are wide Torino wheels with hubcaps, 70 Torino or so. Yeah, they kind of look like that, don't they? Wow, that's weird because those would not be the same bolt pattern. Those are nice looking wheels. I mean, that whole truck looks nice. Kevin Smith says, that's what happened to my order. Louis says, Debbie Thornberry from Rugrats Go Wild. Tavo. Yes, those 12-slot wheels were made aftermarket here to fit almost anything. Really? Man, I like that. I would, yeah, I'd like that. Kevin Smith says he has 1,000,002 points now. I don't think so. 38 Racing. So in the CB world, what is a frequency oscillator? CB world, what is a frequency oscillator? Why don't you ask me something that I know about? Ask me about the moment coefficient on an airfoil. Let's see here. The old CBs were the frequencies were controlled by crystals, and the newer ones are controlled differently. They're electronic. So I don't know. Braden says, did you see that ICE was finally deployed to Chicago? Finally. I don't know.
You don't know?
BFO, beat frequency oscillator. That's what they used to use ages ago so you could tune single sideband. Kim, are you coming back? No, you're not coming back. Well, I don't want to have a one-man show here.
It's always a one-man show.
People start leaving when you're not here.
No, they don't.
They like to see you.
No, you're the talker. I just press buttons. That's all I do. I'm Keller commentary.
Color commentator.
Yeah.
See, well, the thing is, though, I want to take a break.
Oh.
My drink is empty, and I don't have a thing to pour new drinks. I have to go get water and then put my fruit punch stuff in it. And yeah. Here, Kim. Kevin's giving you 3 cups of coffee.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kind of looks like hot chocolate.
It might be. It's probably okay.
You got the controls?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I will when I get back, I will find more emails. Oh yes, there's more emails.
We did say tow trucks last week. We were talking about it this morning. We were like, what did we make the topic for the stream? We talked about a bunch of different things. Luis says, don't worry. I have soda apple green. Apple green soda? That sounds yummy. Yes. All right, so what does anybody have at home that they like? I saw someone, so we saw a picture of my 1816B, or the same kind of thing. That's one of our utility vehicles. That's super useful. My Bronco II is in the shop still. I'm working on it a lot. And we got the radiator, and it fits, and I've got the plumbing, and I filled it up with water, and so far there's no leaky. Hopefully when I go out there after stream, there's no leaking. But I don't think there will be. It was okay before. I'm back, yes. But that's one of our utility vehicles. Our lawn tractor. We have a John Deere lawn tractor, and it's a pretty good utility vehicle. We have a little, cart that it pulls it. He extended it, so it's kind of big. Bruce Culchin got an eBay Motors advertisement. That makes sense. That tracks, right? If you're watching, maybe you're interested in eBay Motors. Oh, Dougster brings up the Mercedes Unimog. That sounds like a military vehicle, right? By Mercedes and picture. Oh, no. That's a robot dog with a gun on it. Okay, Unimogs.
Unimog? I heard that.
Off-road and utility, or not off-road and utility and tow vehicles.
Oh, I forgot my water. Set it down.
That's definitely, man, that'd be cool to have.
The Unimog?
Yeah.
We had one at Titan. We actually had one up there.
Look at
that.
It
had a snow plow on it. We used to use it to plow the snow. Is Royd still here? Royd's still here. I was going to show something.
Hippie Long wants to know when I'm going to crunch up the pool. We want action. That's the thing. It can't be action because I've got to clean up all the pool liner, and then I want to use a cutter and cut down and take the pieces out without them getting destroyed because I want to use them as siding for the shed so the wind doesn't blow in sideways into the shed. So crunching is kind of not on the menu. But Hippie Long.
I was going to show you something.
I'll keep that in mind. Maybe there's got to be something I can crunch, right?
I'm going to stray away from the
No, you're not.
The utility vehicles for a second.
No.
She's not going to let.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to show
I'll
something
let you.
that Royd might be interested
That's a
in.
cool looking picture. His friend is here for the first time, so
Well,
he's excited.
and Royd and I did a lot of things together.
He hasn't talked to him in a
this
while.
this is something that Royd would have liked. Oops, that's zoomed in too far.
Oh yeah, that works. Here, I'll put it up a little.
Okay.
So you can see it.
See, Royd had more than one of these AMC Marlins, and we've looked at these before, but it's just we do not only whatever our like tonight's utility vehicles, but we do what people have and what they've had and stuff.
He just wants to put the picture up.
So I wanted to put that up. I was thinking about it.
Mexican spec. I'm bringing up pictures of the Hormiga so that.
So Royd was the Marlin Man. He was the Marlin Man. We never called him that, but that's what he was. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think there might be some other pictures of this car. Oh, what's that? Nope, that's not the direction I want to go. Oh, somebody did. That is the engine in the Marlin. Nope, I went the wrong way. Look at that crazy thing. Somebody really put some time into the Marlin. Oops, it's too small. But anyway, I just put it up there for Royd because he did a lot of. He was a Marlin guy. Oh yeah, look at that interior. It's like way out of the. Can you make that so the picture's centered up again?
You probably have to zoom out a little bit though.
That's out. Okay, there. You got it. So anyway, that's yeah. Look at the pedals and everything. Yeah, somebody put a lot of time into that Marlin.
Yeah, they did. Wow.
So.
Okay. There was some other comments in the chat that I didn't want to leave.
Okay.
Was Bruce Culton says I've been looking for a fuel pump for his alcohol injection system, and Hippie Long responded, "Alcohol is corrosive. How do you deal with that?" And Bruce says he uses gasoline to clear things out afterwards. And that makes sense. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. But I guess alcohol injection, that's like a run it at the track and then take it home and do your after stuff. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. Hope maybe someone in the chat has experience with fuel pumps for alcohol injection and where to get something that works. How much pressure do you need for your injectors for that?
Hi, Braden's girlfriend. I don't know her name, but hi. Lee says it was my favorite car. Which was your favorite car? Marlin? Well, Roy Korsmeyer, that's in here, had a couple of them, and he was a Marlin man. He really liked those things. I knew where there was one for sale one time, and I took him on a trip 300 miles, and he picked it up, and he drove it home, and I followed him.
So I searched for the Hormiga on as a utility vehicle.
Hormiga.
Yeah. And this brown one came up that was really nice. And then check it out. In my Google search, the first page
Mexican specs came up.
This one right here, it's a Mexican spec. It's the one he recently sold. Faith. So check that out. Mexican spec, you're famous.
Faith.
Google knows who you are.
Good evening.
Faith is here? Where?
Well, Braden's girlfriend.
Oh, sweet. Glad to have you. I wonder if she's...
we knew that was yours.
I wonder if she's interested, or is she just here? Gearhead has a granddaughter named Faith. Sweet.
I knew a woman that was on the radio for years and years playing good music, and her name was Faith. She was in the Salt Lake City area. Now she's up in Faith. And now she's up in the area of Tri-Cities, Washington. Maybe still on the radio up there.
'Cause I got to have faith, 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 baby.
Hmm. Faith Marie. I love watching old cars on YouTube.
Awesome. She's a real person.
It's the same Faith or a different
Faith,
Faith?
we
That's pretty cool.
we thought he was just BSing us. He said, I'm going to go hang out with one of my girlfriends. And I said, what? No, we never
Wow.
gave him too much. But we always wondered, is there really girlfriends?
He just sent me so many pictures. Okay, I'm gonna skip
Well,
these.
welcome in. Tonight we're doing something.
I'm gonna skip
We're
those.
doing utility vehicles
And
tow
any other
truck,
cars that you have that are yours.
gators, and other things. So it's been a little different, but every week is kind of different. You never know what we're going to look at. So, I don't know. Maybe you'll like to hang out with us. I have a channel. I'm Kim Fixes Things, but I haven't worked on a whole lot of things for myself lately. Mostly I am here on the Buff Del Campo channel, working on junk cars, because I can't afford nice cars. And if I could, I wouldn't be messing with them. I'd just fix them and then they'd be fixed. What's this? Oh, goodness.
Mark Sauvé sent that in.
Okay, there's some problems with that. There's some challenges. The suspension on that bug is not made for anything but a couple of passengers.
That is pretty interesting. Mark Sauvé, that's a find.
That's got to. There's not even a hydraulic cylinder on it. That's got to just be a.
It's a toy.
It's a billboard. It's funny though.
So I'm back to looking for.
Luis is planning to make short videos of twist off YTP. Okay.
Mark Sauvé
I hope you're not getting copyright problems.
Kim, it's a
promotional vehicle.
Yeah, you got
it. Yeah. I mean, you got to see it. Like, it doesn't matter if it works. You're just like, look at that. Does the crane service really need to promote, though? I guess it's good if you know the name, you're going to call them if you need a crane.
Oh, look at that. That looks like a Dodge, but it's all out of proportion. You know what that is? Tavo sent that in. That's some kind of Dodge truck from down under. That's Australian Dodge truck. And after I look at it for a minute, it looks kind of cool, but it looks kind of like an American one, but
it's a really cute
kind of different.
It'd be a really cute mini truck conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, when did they make those?
I don't mind that styling at all.
He said it was Dodge, and they built in collaboration with International Trucks.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, because look at the shape of the windshield and the top and the windows.
The white is so bright, it sort of washes out the body lines. I'm curious how the hood, what the hood looks like a little more.
Luis says Dodge D series. What, did you have them in Venezuela? Did you have these in Venezuela too? Yeah, Tavo says 1960s. Man, that is slick looking.
Faith says that one day she would like to own a Dodge Challenger. What kind? An old classic one or one of the new ones? Just out of curiosity. I like the Challengers. If you're going to pick a Dodge, I like them even more than the Charger. The Challenger's a really slick body. It looks cool. Kevin says it probably wouldn't lift a VW. No, I don't think it lifts anything. It just draws your eyes. Mexican Spec says Beetles can be made into anything. You know, kind of. I think they might. Yeah, lots of kit cars based on the VW construction. Dougster, I'm not going to read your comment about the VW Beetle's lifting capacity.
I don't know what you wrote. Okay.
Braden says he wants a 66 Challenger.
There's
There
no
was no
there
66
was no
Challenger. There was
66
a
Challenger.
Charger, but the Challenger didn't come out until like 71.
Well, there's a 70 Challenger. That was the
70.
first year right there,
Okay.
70.
I was close. 71, 70. That's
Oh,
pretty
I don't know
good
what
for
you
a
said there.
guess. I said 71. It was kind of a guess. Yeah, that car. Bold.
That is a nice looking car, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Except the door handles are gone. I don't like door handles gone. I like them where I can get at them.
Oh. This particular customization of it is not like my most favorite, but it's look how good that car looks.
Yeah. And the paint on it's outstanding, you know.
Mexican Spec says that he means the actual Beetle can be made into anything like a pickup truck or a delivery truck. Yeah, like anything kind of can be, but people did it with the Beatles for a long, long time because it was it was just really easy to do because it was a simple car and they were really cheap and super, super available. So the conversions, the kits for the conversions were really common. Yeah.
And I can't find it. I was going to do requests here with a CUDA, but I can't find one. I don't have a stock photo of it. But I'll do one that Luis likes. Here's one Luis likes. I know Luis will like this. Luis likes these things.
Mexican Spec doesn't like the Challenger. He'd prefer a 66 Charger. There's a lot of
Oh, I
people that
like
like the
60.
Chargers better.
Love 66 Chargers.
I think the Challengers, I don't know. To me, it's a slim margin. Don't get me wrong. They're both very desirable
Oh,
cars.
Mark Silvey's talk about Nick's garage. Had the Challenger he dubbed Kowalski. Yeah, a white one. I watched him do that whole restoration, and he had that car down to everything, or down to nothing, and then went back up together with it. It was really something.
Gearhead says he'd rather have the Cuda than the Challenger. Once again, both very desirable cars. The Challenger is just, I don't know. I see them and they like checks the boxes, the lines and everything for me.
Yeah, I put that up for Luis because I know he likes it. No, he
Yeah.
likes that car.
Dougster
I'm so
approved.
happy. He says, "Yeah, okay." So let's
Uh,
get back to the utility vehicles. Now we can finish screwing around. That's a utility vehicle. Definitely got hay bales in the back.
he was saying that the interchanges, where was it now? Darn it. Tavo says the doors and hood directly interchange with the International A series.
They sure look like it, don't they?
So it's a Dodge badged
But
International.
look at the what else does he say? The hood. Look at the grill and everything though. It's like a Dodge looking National. It's pretty slick. Yeah, Nick is meticulous to a fault. He gets rather repetitive sometimes, but I know why, and then he doesn't like leaks. And he'll go nuts if there's the slightest little leak. There's a
Some
66
of Nick's his editor needs to be a little more
is the 66 Charger
chop it down.
the one with the $1 million taillight? Yes, it is. I remember when those things came out. That was just I was 11 years old then, and the 66 Dodges came out. All the 66 cars came out end of September, beginning of October, right? Probably last week in September. And then the Charger didn't come out till probably December, sometime just before Christmas. And man, I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And I remember one passed us and was going out in front of us. I could see that big wide taillight all the way up there. And my mother was driving. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that taillight! Yeah, there, that thing. Man, yeah, in '66, that was really something. Yeah,
Tavo says he also sent the international version of that truck.
I am downloading it right now.
All right.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Buddy
Oh,
Carfano
you taking my
is just blew up the Mopar chat and said that he'd rather have a 70 Chevelle over a Cuda.
Where is this? We just sent it.
If you're a bow tie kind of guy.
Oh, Buddy Carfano. Okay, can you put my screen back up?
Yeah.
Okay, so now.
There's your screen.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's the same truck.
Well, this. Okay, now this is going to be. Which do you like better? The Dodge version of the truck? Or the international version of the truck?
Oh, I don't know.
I know which one I like better. I know they're both kind of interesting, aren't they?
They are.
That is pretty funny. I never knew that Dodge and International got together on a project. Yeah, Patrick Sullivan, the six. Yeah, I watched that whole thing with the 230. You know what he missed on that? I just swear he missed it. He was working to get the 100 and what was he trying to get? 140 horsepower, I think is what it was. And he was really struggling with it. You know what I think is that as you go up in altitude, you lose horsepower because there's less air. And I bet that thing was originally run on a dyno at sea level or somewhere near sea level, and they're quite a bit above sea level. And I bet that's why you had a hard time getting that. And then they had a cam in it, a couple little differences, and they were able to get it up there, but barely. And I would bet that is a better running engine than the original one. And he missed that. He missed it the air density. That's my opinion anyway. But he got it. Luis says he likes the international better. Oh, you took my pictures away. All right. So they're telling me, okay, Luis likes the international better. Tavo said each had their own running gear, just shared bodies and chassis. Man, that's weird, isn't it?
Josh, it's because it's Australian. So they did, they teamed up to do things for the different market. That's why. And yeah, they were never owned by Chrysler.
Let's see here. Mark Silve says, personally, I don't like unibodies. I prefer full frame cars, which is why I'm a Chevy guy. I know my Camaro Z28 is a unibody. What year's your Camaro? Well, everything's kind of gone that way, It's just. How about Chrysler Australia and International Trucks Australia shared quite a few facilities. Really, I never knew this. Man, I wonder who sold more of them.
I'm gonna bring up the Sharp stuff so we can keep moving. With this.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna see if there was gonna be a lot of I like this better or that better thing.
So
with those two trucks.
Sue Aikens of Life Below Zero. I've never watched the program, but here's the Sherp that she's using in Alaska.
78, Mark. That's a unibody just from the firewall back. It's it's got that bolt-on frame up front. I know I've got some of those frames.
Season 17. Wow, that's how have I never watched this program? That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Sherps kick butt, though.
You can carry extra fuel in the tires. That sounds crazy.
That makes sense, though.
Oh, God.
I don't know how
Yes.
The logistics of getting the fuel out of the tire when you really need it are crazy. But, it's very stable in there. It's not like it's going anywhere. I don't know. Blow a tire and then...
Just like SpongeBob.
Blow up. I don't know. SpongeBob?
That's what Louis says, just like SpongeBob.
Oh, because it's square.
Wasn't there an airplane called a Sherp, too?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Ow.
Yeah, she
shit.
just kicked the table. Okay, Mark Silve says, yep, mine has the frame connectors. Yeah, I know that system well. Second gen Camaro on Firebirds, I really like that subframe up front. I've got a couple of them. I was going to use one of them on the Studebaker, but now I'm not sure I'm going to do that because I'd have to buy a lot of parts for it.
Sherps will go anywhere on ground. I think they'll go in water too, right? Aren't they amphibious? Or are they only just
tires
in
full of
mud?
fuel?
Well, yeah, not with the tire. I think you have to have probably air in the tires to go in water. I don't know though. But I've seen some
Oh, here
YouTube
we go.
videos. So someone mentioned Ford tractors. I just saw Pole Barn Garage revive a Ford tractor, and the neighboring farm when I lived up in Pittsburgh, for a number of years, the old man had an N series tractor, and then there was the Jubilee series tractors and lots of Ford tractors, and they are probably. I mean, they're utility vehicles, they're farm vehicles. We could do a whole night on farm vehicles. Ford tractors, amazing, 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 amazing. Simple, powerful machines. Powerful meaning, like 50 horsepower, 70 horsepower is powerful tractor. But I mean, just really impressive, lots of longevity.
Put, what's his name? Dakota's Timeout comes in here occasionally.
Yeah.
His father built one of these, and it's got a flathead Ford on it.
Oh, that would be fast.
I mean, it's a beautiful tractor. It's like a restoration.
Kevin says they have separate bladders for the fuel, so it will still float. They are huge tires. I mean, how many gallons of fuel could you fit in there and still not even displace that much of the air?
And then Faith sent in some pictures.
Did she? Are we gonna bring them up?
It's right there. It's just I gotta wait for you to.
Okay, that was my cue. I missed my cue. He was like, Faith sent some pictures.
Yeah, there's Faith sent this one in, and then
that's pretty.
And then Faith sent in another one that I really like.
I'm down for some blue flames.
This one, but that's too big. Let me back it out. That's a 70 Torino? Man, those are really something. You get those with a 429 in them, and they were like rip, man. Telsa or Tesla? Telsa. I'm not sure what Telsa.
Kevin, you get 2 points. Tesla. All right, guys, buy electric cars.
So Faith
Wave of the future.
Faith says the blue car. My great grandpa used to have one of those. D-Man's here. Hey, good evening.
Space Cat's here as well. Space Cat's been here, hasn't he? He's having pizza and beer. Oh, my tummy.
Stray Bullet says a flathead V8 will bolt right up to an N series.
No way, same bell housing?
I thought they bought an adapter to do that. I don't know. Oh, more?
Bell. Yeah.
More pictures from Tavo. Let me see here. Let me go back here. Oh yeah, there's more pictures from Tavo.
My stomach is grumbling.
Grumbling. Did you eat?
Kevin says nope on the electric cars. I mean, there's a place for it. I'm not. I like. There's a bunch of people like everybody hates electric cars. Like I don't hate electric cars. I can't afford one.
I don't want to force down my throat, but I think it's interesting.
I don't want to have to own one. Exactly. I don't want someone to tell me I have to get rid of my gasoline car. Like I don't want somebody to wreck the infrastructure for the cars that we already have because they're darn useful.
Here's one from Tavo. It's a down under truck, 5th wheel thing. Wow. I don't know what it is. And then that's an international. Look at the front end. It has that international front end on it, but it's a bigger truck.
I can't turn that off because it'll wreck the stream.
Yeah, electric cars. Tech is not there yet. The electric cars I like are the hobbyist ones, where somebody builds an electric car with stuff they can buy, and then they put solar collectors on their roof, and they charge the car with the solar collectors. I think that kind of stuff's pretty cool. I think it's really cool. But I'm not into. Yeah, I don't know.
There's plenty of tech for electric cars.
We're into the older cars,
incredibly expensive, and they're not giving me anything that I don't already have. For the same money, I can have 3 or 4 or 5 really nice classic cars that will do the same. Self driving, it's not there yet.
No, those are self-crashing cars.
I
I
I'm
was
not.
I was driving a self-driving car. I was in Arizona, and it's a concrete road, and where the cracks, they dribble a little tar into the cracks. So I'm going along, and I kind of got my hands there because it seems to be doing okay. But what had happened is it'd start to wander like this, and pretty soon be over the line, and then back over this way, and back over this way, and I'd grab it, straighten it out, and then it'd go along for a while and do that. Well, one of those tar strips that they plugged the hole with or a crack with, it went off the side of the road like this, and the sun was getting low. Well, that car picked that up at probably as the center line, and it just took that car off, and I grabbed it, but it followed that off the side of the road, and that I said, this just isn't ready for prime time. I had a couple incidents with that car, so I don't know. Interesting technology, but not yet. Okay, and Braden says Faith sent in pics. Oh yeah, Faith sent in pics. I thought you meant Faith sent in more pics. You got Faith up to speed. Yep, that's pretty cool. Mark Sylvia, I can't find where all my pics are between the 2 external hard drives and my laptop. I can never find. Man, you know how much of that I go through? It's like, oh, I got a picture of that, and then I look and look and look and look and drive Kim nuts because I can't find what I'm looking for.
Kevin Smith says range anxiety is real when you have a power chair, believe me. And see, now for a power chair, electric makes all the sense in the world, right? Because it it's
Oh,
going to
I've
be
driven.
indoors.
Tesla S model, yeah, they're fast. They are incredibly fast. But man, I get in a car, I want to be able to go 1,000 miles. Of course, I don't do that much anymore, but you know,
So maybe development of battery technology could really, really translate into a power chair. It could be huge if you have a lighter battery, because you know how heavy those power chairs are with the batteries in them. A lighter battery, a smaller battery would be fantastic. One with more range would make so much sense. So, in those ways, developments in battery cars could translate to make people's lives better in other areas. So it's not all bad. I'm not like against them doing things with electric cars, but the cars that are out there now, they don't appeal to my needs. So I rented a Tesla for 42 days just to check it out. There's
if
there's a
Elon
lot of
says you
fun.
can't go a
Yeah.
thousand miles in a regular car without stopping either. Yeah, except it takes me like 1 minute to put gas in it versus
Yeah.
however long it takes to charge.
Refueling is very um the the fuel
You watch
the
somebody
power density of gasoline is
watch
unmatched.
watch
It's
some
amazing.
people on YouTube that get an electric car and they drive across the country, and watch them and how they recharge their cars and the struggles they have and everything. And it's just not there yet. Maybe it will be at some point. I don't know. Tawo says I can go 500 miles plus in my van and stop for 5 minutes to go the next 500. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I
Yeah.
stop for 5 minutes, I've got gas, I've gone to the bathroom, I'm back in the car and on the road with a drink.
But most people don't
Another
go 1,000 miles in a clip.
e
So an electric car could satisfy a lot of
oh,
people in a lot of
a lot
ways.
of people be fine with it.
I mean, but when you're not even allowed to park your vehicle in your garage because it might burn your house down, like they need to work on things before it's ready for prime time. And but I mean a gasoline car could burn your house down, but it doesn't happen very often. So like when you there's more to iron out with it. Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. But like, there's plenty of people who own Teslas. They love them, and they are fast.
Oh, I
And
during the
you know,
Tesla S, incredibly fast, slows down quickly, handles good.
yeah,
And I've heard complaints about the quality, but I didn't see any problems with the quality. I thought they were pretty good. But, I was in Yuma and I wanted to go to Phoenix, which is it's a good 3 hours. It won't make it, I'd have to stop Heel Bend and there's charger there, and then wander around while it's charging up enough to get into Phoenix. And then when I'm done in Phoenix, I want to come back to Yuma. So, man, it just, yeah. Okay, so Faith just sent more.
Hippie Long says, I'm just saying it's not a bad deficit as you think.
Faith sent in.
I think I have a reasonable understanding of what you get. The cost versus value of an electric car, they were overhyped, and not that Hippie Long is, we don't talk about them all, but they were very overhyped and overpriced when they first came out, and that's the way with any new technology that comes out. The self-driving thing was way pushed out big because it was like a big selling point, and now it's going to come back into balance, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So Faith sent this. That's what do they call that? An R car? It's a 65 Mustang Shelby GT350. The R car was the race version. You can tell that because of that.
Because of the tape on the headlights?
The brake in the bumper down there where it allows air to go into the radiator.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 65 Shelby. And then there's another picture. I got to find my
Mexican Spec. I have your Dolphin up, and we'll get there. He's on a roll.
Oh, I'm just like there's more emails coming in. So see, and this is Faith also sent this in, and this is a Messerschmitt, which is those things used to be around. I didn't see a lot of them, but they were around. There were always a few of them around when I was young. But yeah, it was like a motor scooter in the back and like a car up front, sit in their single file. They're pretty cool. I remember there were two of them for sale in the town where I lived. They were $200 each. Same guy had them, and he wanted $400 for the two of them. And it was kind of expensive. Man, what was I doing? I should have grabbed them both, Taos says 1900s people weren't pushed to buy a car in place of the horse. They bought them by choice because they saw the benefits. No subsidies either. Yep. Oh my God, did that ever clean things up? Remember you ever seen pictures of the streets prior to 1900? Oh my God. The horse mess.
The problems with lithium batteries are technology things. They will work them out with time. But right now, it's still they push things to market, and they don't have all the safety stuff figured out. And the fitment issues on the trucks, that's a manufacturer's defect. That really isn't anything to do with it being an electric car. That's just shoddy workmanship. I don't know.
Okay, so I got more here.
Can I bring up Mexican Specs thing?
Oh, that's a, I don't want to show that. That's a fire. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. A Mexican Spec says that he used a BYD Dolphin for a while. Let's see.
Oh, you did?
I'll go back because he said it. I rode in one as an Uber, and I will admit I didn't hate it. Well, of course not. Yeah, they can make really nice cars. And BYD, that's a Chinese company that makes cars. I don't think we can get those in the United States.
No, I don't think so right now.
It's like their premier, and they do some fancy stuff. Mexican Spec says the green one is the Mini. Dolphin Mini Surf City EV.
I know guys had Chinese cars in China, and the biggest complaint they had about them was the rubber didn't last very long. Things like hoses, belts, anything that was rubber it didn't even last a year, and they were replacing it. So I don't know. Fast. I don't know what's going on there, but that was a complaint I used to hear about them. But you look at them, and they're pretty interesting.
See, 300-mile range would be fine for a lot of people. As an Uber, that might be a problem, though, because you'd be driving it all day, every day. Would it get through the day?
Mark Sauvé said that happened today in Montreal. that school bus fire, second one this year. Was that an electric school bus? Okay, but Mexican Specs says, no, I rode in one as an Uber. I didn't hate it. It's about 20,000 US for that car with 300-mile range. Okay.
I mean, they're just cars, and if it's new, I'm sure it's really nice.
BVD.
Hmm.
No, BYD.
Someday I might
BVD
have an
something
electric
else.
car, but I don't know
BVD
how I'm
something
going to
else.
pay for it. Modern cars are appliances. Anything you're going to daily drive is almost assuredly going to be something new with lots of electronics and that kind of stuff. And whether it's electric or gasoline powered or hybrid, like, I don't know, buy what works for you. I'm just, collectability of one of these electric cars. Will this ever be collectible? Will it be around in 20 years?
Said that.
I don't know.
He said blue bumpers. School bus denotes electric power. Is that a Canadian thing? Or is that, let's see. Blue bumpers means it's electric.
I thought that was a truck. That's a blue bumper. It's an
It's a
electric
school
school bus. Oh my good lord.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's a real problem.
Tavo says BYD stands for burn your
Oh,
driveway. And the
man.
other one I just saw up here was
Oh,
BYD.
don't say it. No.
Why, is it something
Yeah,
else?
burning.
Oh, yeah, okay. And Kevin Smith says electric will kill the muffler shops, among other things. Yeah, I'll bring up other shops, though, that fix batteries. But, what killed the muffler shops is a stainless exhaust. Because they last for a long time. Hippie Long says, Kim, the average Uber trip is 5.14 miles. Where'd you get this? I got Uber statistics.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. 300 miles, that's a lot of trips in a day. So, yeah.
Ah, Dean's here.
Yeah, but once you only get down to like 50 miles of range, wouldn't you have to kind of just call it for the day so you don't get stuck in traffic somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know how that. Oh, yeah. Okay, Mark Sylvester says, I'm not sure, but black bumpers are gas and diesel, green is propane, and blue is electric. Huh. I wonder if that's just Canada or if that's everywhere.
I don't know, but the safety people and
Yeah, somebody will know.
emergency and safety people probably know that for sure. Hippie Long says he thanks all EV owners for taking a big price hit. That's how things advance. Well,
I'm just not interested.
sort of, yeah. I mean, factories and mining facilities. I mean, the lithium mining facilities have obviously been pumped up bigger than just military submarines and stuff like that could ever have done, right? So that rapidly advanced the facilities for generating that type of raw materials. So I mean, there are things that happen there that would not happen otherwise, and sometimes the government gets involved with subsidies to make industries grow, and sometimes it really helps society. And there will be people that get helped. Kevin, 10 years from now, Kevin will have a power chair with more range and lighter batteries and better technology because it will become so routine and available that it will trickle into other fields. So, there'll be good that come of it. And I'm not against things advancing. I'm not against the future. I don't think any of us really are. It's just, classic cars are classic cars. They're not going to change.
Oh, there's a whole bunch more email here.
I am against people ripping out perfectly good gasoline motors to EV convert their cars. I think that's insanity. I'm against that.
Oh, wait a minute. She just already did this.
Tavo says that it does peeve him that his entire tax bill last year went to one owner of a new EV in subsidies.
Yeah,
you want it, pay for it yourself.
I'll go along with that.
It does seem out of proportion, doesn't it?
Okay, so This is also from Faith. Oh, nobody can see this. Faith sent this. I don't know why. That's
It's a donk with SpongeBob airbrushing on it.
and
A different donk with different SpongeBob.
I don't know why these cars are so interesting right
Why
now.
do people put SpongeBob on these cars?
Okay, it's like twice. Why is it going twice? I don't know. Maybe I downloaded them twice.
Two different pictures of the same cars?
Yeah. Okay, so we're coming up on 2 hours here. And I don't want to get into the politics of subsidies. So I'm going to just move on from that. So next...
Luis likes the SpongeBob's cars.
Yeah, I figured he would. So next week is the Tuesday before No Name Nationals. So I think what we should do, instead of doing all these crazy kind of things, I think we should send in pictures of drag kind of cars that you drive on the street and drive on the drag strip, and that you're taking the No Name Nationals, or you're not taking them, you just like them. And are you good with that?
Yeah. Drag and drive.
Yeah, drag and drive kind of stuff. Okay, I don't know what all I was reading stuff. I don't know what that is. So, man, I really appreciate all the pictures tonight. We really got some pictures. New viewers in here too. Faith got right with it. New viewer. She's sending pictures in.
If you are a YouTube subscriber so that you don't get advertisements, so you had no opportunity to get points tonight, I'm awarding you 3 points for your support of our channel by watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you are on a device and there's no way for you to type in the comments, I'm sorry, it's more fun if you can participate. I hope you could see the comments, at least, because it makes it, we can't read every comment, but there's lots of greetings and interaction that goes on that we can't follow every night. So if you're able, it's always nice to find a way to pull up some chat. But if you're not able to participate in that way, or if you're here after the show and you're just watching on the review, right now I'm awarding you 3 points because we appreciate you. You're part of the community, even if you can't be here for the live or can't communicate in the chat. Thank you. John is one of those people, and we appreciate John.
Oh, John, up the road.
He's a good
here,
friend, yes. So, I just like shouting him out because his name didn't come up tonight, but I bet he's watching. He usually does. Do we have more to do, or are we ending it?
We are just about there. We're 2 hours into it. We've decided what we're doing next week.
Drag and drive next week.
Yeah. Is everybody happy with that? Drag and drive doesn't work here. Marc Sauvé in Quebec. The vehicle has to be as it was when it came from the factory. So modified vehicles on the road here get pulled over in an instant.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll just...
That's awful.
Time to move to the United States.
Yeah. How does Didi Speed Shop get away with it? He's not in
Speed
Quebec.
Shop, no, yeah, he's not in Quebec. He's in Alberta.
Manitoba.
He's in Alberta.
Okay.
He's in Alberta now.
Didi Speed Shop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's people in Canada somewhere that drive stuff that's modified. Because I've seen them.
In Pittsburgh, it's really difficult to modify a vehicle because it has to still meet it, but you're allowed to make changes as long as it still meets all the standards. But if it's computerized, it has to still work. And if you have a car old enough that it doesn't have a computer, you sure as heck don't want to be driving it on the roads anyways. So.
Mexican Spec says, no, Buff, Nevada has the law now in California. Bunch of communist bastards. Okay, everybody, do not go to California. Do not go to Nevada with your car if you have changed anything, because you will get thrown in jail. And someday the jails will be full, or everybody will be driving
Electric cars.
Mundane cars with their little mundanes all over them. I don't know. Yes, they do, but I'm in Quebec, so I'm limited to trailing my toys. That's terrible. That's just absolutely terrible. Okay, so when a new car comes out, next year's model, 2027, whatever, why is it okay to drive that car? Because somebody special made the new car? You're not allowed to make a new car. Only somebody special is allowed to make a new car. That's ridiculous. You can't make your own new car?
You just have to hide modifications.
Ah.
Hide them. Hide them away. No one can ever know.
But even an open air cleaner can get you fined.
What?
Yeah, because don't be. You know what? This is what I say to the police there. That's what I say to the police there. F you. Okay, I know where I can't go. Never, 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 never will I go there.
We weren't going there anyway.
Period. End of story.
Well, we can.
What a bunch of bastards.
We're not taking our cars there. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm glad I'm in Tennessee. I can do what I want.
Kevin Smith is being attacked by a mouse.
Mark Silvego's 100% buff. Yeah. You know what you do? I don't really know how the politics work there, but can you kick the people out of office that are in office, like next time you vote? Get rid of these bastards? Can you do that? I don't know if you're allowed to do that in Canada.
There's a lot of overreach.
Here we can do that, but I don't know. Maybe you can do that there. I don't know. Here we can do it,
with
but
the federal government.
You got to get a lot of people together, but you can do it.
You don't speak French anyways, says Mexican Spec. Is it the French that makes them like that?
I don't know. Well, it's not.
What a bunch of stick in the mud.
It's not the French that made Nevada and California that way. How could Nevada do it? Nevada allows prostitution, but you can't put an air cleaner on your car? You got to be kidding me. A Princess Cruise advertisement.
2 points. Princess Cruises. Has anybody been on a cruise lately? I thought they outlawed those when that cerveza sickness was around.
This look like car mods or grandfather. If you could modify it that way in 1970, you can keep it now on your 1970 car. Jared, we live in a country where big corporations can buy pollution credits, but better be carbon compliant. Danny Boyd's here.
It becomes political fast, doesn't it?
Why do you show up when we're leaving? Man, it was in 2017 on a cruise. I don't know.
Oh, he was on a cruise in 2017. On Adventures of the Seas. I've never been on a cruise. I don't know if I would want to be on a boat.
Kick those people out of office.
Yeah,
kick those people out of office.
There has to be some reasonable.
I knew that was an Aussie or Kiwi international harvester before I. Oh, let me see if I can show the other one. Does this one go to the other one? I don't remember. Because Danny Boyd wasn't here to see it. Yeah, there. Same truck, but it's a Dodge. I'm going to go on no cruise. Yeah, I'm not going to go on a cruise either. Excellent spec. California is canceling registrations on cars that were carb compliant. Those cars are getting repossessed with no registration. You know what you got to do? Just leave that evil, evil, evil state. I left that evil state 30 years ago, and it was the best thing I ever did. I hate California with a passion. You should kick them out of the union. Go try to make it on your own. And if they like Mexico, give them to Mexico. California, you're now part of Mexico. Go away. We don't want you. Have fun with that.
I thought we weren't political.
I just get so upset. California was such a nice place to live, and they ruined it. They ruined the place. The politicians ruined the place, and I had to leave my home state so I could do the things I want to do. Just terrible, terrible, terrible place.
Dallas Brown had a really terrible experience from there as well.
Everybody does. If you want to do something with your life other than pick your nose and take a subsidy for something, you're going to have to leave the state. That's it, you know? Ah. You know, I bought property in California Valley one time. It's right where the San Andreas Fault was, and I was on the east side of the fault. And the whole thing I was waiting for was that big earthquake where the whole thing's going to drop in the water. And I was going to build a pier there so that I'd be at, oceanfront. But of course, that didn't happen. Everything I buy says, everything I pick up, it says in California, this will cause cancer. We bought a carburetor. I think it said that. I said, you know what? Don't eat the carburetor. Of course, people in California have no common sense. They're expected to have no common sense. We got to control every little bit of their thinking, What a horrible place. Horrible, horrible place. The ocean would have flooded my land. No, it wouldn't have. It would have been kind of a drop off because it was about 600 or 700 feet above sea level.
Oceanfront property in Arizona.
So, John Wilburn. It's a beautiful but horribly mismanaged state. Oh,
hey, John, welcome to the stream.
California, it geographically,
he's exploding.
Beautiful.
He gets like this, but you guys got him riled up. Man.
California, geographically, is beautiful, but politically, I had to leave my home state. I had to leave. Or I wasn't allowed to do anything. Everything I wanted to do was, no. Hey, Nick Nafsinger's here.
He put his shop out.
Nick Nafsinger's here. Oh, well, there's some range there above. That's right. Because, I had to leave. And now I'm here, and this place is pretty nice. If I want to turn a screw a little different on my carburetor, I'm allowed to do that here. So, yeah. I've preached and did a choir. Yeah, pretty much. There's probably a few people here in California upset with me. But this rivals a Tony rant. I said we were leaving 7 minutes ago, and then I went on this rant.
They didn't want it to be over, so they got you fired up.
Man. I grew up in that beautiful state, and it turned to crap. And I was trying to be in business there. That was even worse.
I should have done this while you were in. Made you big.
Who's going to win the 6-cylinder bracket class trophy this year? Trophy base was finalized today. Oh, good.
That's awesome. John, I have a prototype trophy. It's got
you got to finish it.
Gears and a 6-cylinder distributor and some tiny pistons out of it comes with a compressor. It looks really cool.
You got to finish it.
It's going to be great.
You got to finish that.
We'll bolt it right onto his base. The 6-cylinder is a class at No Name Nationals. Is going to be a trophy class. It's pretty much open to any factory style 6-cylinder powered car. I can't think of too many things that are excluded. The rules, I don't know if we ever got the rules published anywhere, but I did write up some rules, and they basically say bring your car and race it in a 6-cylinder class. It has a 6-cylinder piston engine. And but it's a foot brake class. No trans brake. And no electronic box, no timer button so that you can cheat the lights. You got to cut a light and run your car.
Can I pull 2 wires off spark plugs on a V8?
No.
No? Okay.
No, that's 8 cylinders.
You can't put a modern 6-cylinder against. Sure, you can.
You can.
Yeah, because it's not a race. Just
that's the thing, right? You don't have to. It doesn't matter what year or make or how many horsepower or how fast your car is, because in a bracket style race, you get test runs. Everyone gets test runs at the track for the event, and then you know how fast your car is running, and then you dial the time on the thing, and the men in the booth, the announcer booth, they dial the lights. So the slower car, they get the green light first. and they go, and the faster car has to catch them before they get to the finish line. That's the way bracket races work. So it's an interesting matchup no matter what. And since it really won't be the pro cars, because the pro cars have this trans brake and stuff and the box and all that, so they have all the fancy electronics. They won't be involved. They'll be doing the money classes. This is a trophy class for fun. So even the really fast street cars, they won't be like crazy screaming fast. And it'll be a fun contest. It'll be a good time for everyone who wants to
See, the
participate.
Mexican spec didn't understand that it was a...
The EcoBoost trucks will dominate.
Okay, see,
They will be fast. It'll be interesting watching them
Nick-
run down a slower
Nick
car.
Nafsinger, who's a friend of mine from way back, says, turbos?
You're allowed to have turbos.
Turbos, okay. Nick Nafsinger.
We don't really have any reason to exclude anybody because everyone can be competitive. It's not about who's fastest. It's about who can cut a light and run their time, which is difficult. If you've never tried to cut a light and run your time, consistency is what wins in bracket race cars. So that's what you want to try and do.
So, Nick Nafsinger is a pilot. I was just wondering what he's flying now. I haven't talked to him in a while. Oh, there's more. I'm getting more emails.
I saw Nick earlier.
Did you?
Welcome to the
Okay.
stream, Nick. Thanks
Nick's,
for being here.
Nick's a good guy. Nick's a guy that was young guy. I mean, really young guy. But he'd been flying ultralights, so I checked him out in an airplane, a single place airplane. And the way you do that is you give people instructions and they drive the airplane up and down the runway. And pretty soon you go a little faster, and finally they take off and fly around. He did perfectly. He was young. Too young to be doing that. But he was good at it. Oh, man. We had a good time that day, Nick.
John Wilburn, who is the promoter and director of the No Name Nationals, he says that he'll make sure that the rules are up on the No Name Nationals site and that the big logistics live is on Friday. So if you plan to attend the event, you're going to want to either be there on Friday or watch the stream afterwards because it's going to talk about times and different classes and all this stuff that you're going to want to know so that you can kind of so we can have our ducks in the row. It's kind of our responsibility as participants to attend that Friday live. If you're going to get to any of those lives, this Friday is the one you got to get to. Man.
Okay, Nick Napster. Still an airplane nerd. I was just wondering what you're flying. You're flying like a 747 or an Airbus or a F-16, something. I don't know what he's flying. That was like, Nick, that was like 30 years ago? Something like that. Maybe longer. 35 years ago. He was a kid. He was a damn good pilot when he was a kid. Okay, so can you shrink us down so people could see the picture that
No.
Tavo sent in?
Okay.
Oh, he said that was for next week. Okay, sorry. I
What's for
showed
next
it a week too early.
You can
Okay.
show it again next week.
I'll show it again next week. All right, so we're doing, I don't care if they're cars that are driven on the street or driven on the drag strip only or whatever, but that's what we're doing next week. So we're doing all the kind of cars that you take to a drag strip. And we're going to drive ours because we're allowed to do that. And we'll, but a lot of people are trailering because their cars are probably not appropriate to drive on the street. So, how long ago were you a kid? It was like 35 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe. I don't know. God, when was that? That was in, man, then some guy crashed an airplane there, and Nick and I pulled a trailer off a truck and hauled ass down the runway, make sure the guy was okay, and he was okay. Man, what a crazy day that was. I'll never forget it.
Mark Sauvé says if anyone needs some advice on bracket racing, he has 7 championships at his local track. That's awesome. It's not easy to do. It really isn't. There's a lot of really good bracket
So, Mark
racers.
Sauvé, I'm sure you have some pictures of drag.
He knows
drag
how to
racing
cut a light and
cars.
run a number if he's got 7 championships. So that's amazing. Bruce Kulchin got a Princess Cruises advertisement. He gets 2 points.
Yeah, I like that car. What is that thing? It's a Charger. Man, that's a nice looking car. How come they got some really good cars we didn't get? All right. I think we're gonna call it. You gonna
All
say
right.
goodnight,
We
Kim?
can't go forever,
Okay.
guys.
Oh, I can't use
Thanks
this hand.
everyone who was here.
I'll smack her in the head.
Thank you to our moderators so much, Mexican Spec and Kevin, and John Wilburn for being here. Thank you again to Lester LeSabre and
everybody
Dirt
else.
Road Landing
Everybody else.
for making super chats to get us to move our project along. We really appreciate it.
We really appreciate it.
And I will have a video about that out for this weekend because I did some recordings of updates that's going on. I'm going to try and do some editing overnight.
Years. He's talking to us about 14 and 15 years. Yeah, you were 14. I can't believe I checked out a 14-year-old kid in an airplane, but he's damn good pilot. So I can't imagine what he's doing today. He's probably good. So yeah.
Mr. One-Eyed Cat's here at the end.
Oh, she came in, but not too long ago.
We'll see you guys on Thursday night. We'll be in the shop streaming, and we start late, like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I usually show up even later than that, but I'll try and get on time. And
Nick, no, it wasn't 2004.
If you can't make it for Thursday,
it was like 93.
We usually also do a shop stream on Saturday night. By then, we had better have your car in, or else we're not going to get the radio in your car.
I know. Okay, so we got to get out of here. So we got stuff to do. Nick Nafsinger was still a better pilot than you. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Now Kim's going to talk while she clicks out.
No.